Hey guys, my name is Yvette and welcome to my DIY channel, and I hope that you guys are having a great day. So for today's video, I wanted to share with you guys 2 Halloween air dry clay planters that I made, and I absolutely love Halloween. It's my favorite season. So yeah, let's just get started. Alright guys, so for our first planter, I'm going to be making a jack-o'-lantern cover pot, and so I'm going to use Dad's air dry clay, and then I'm also going to be using one of these little round fish bowls that I get from Dollar Tree, and this is the larger size that they carry. I'm going to start out by covering the bowl with the clay, and I've done this a lot on my other videos where I make planters, so if you want more details on how I do this, I'll link some of those videos down in the description box. Now that this is fully covered, I'm going to smooth out the clay with just a little bit of water on my fingers. Okay, so this is as good as I got it, and then I also never covered the bottoms of my planters. For this first one, I wanted to make a classic jack-o'-lantern face, so I sketched one out. You could of course make any face that you'd like. I grabbed some more of my clay and then I rolled it out, and then I placed my jack-o'-lantern stencil on the clay and then I traced it out. Here, I'm smoothing out the edges. I'm adding some water onto the clay to make it tacky, and then I'm going to add the jack-o'-lantern face to my planter. You could also use slip when you do this just to make sure that your jack-o'-lantern face really sticks onto the planter, but I'm going to skip it. This looks pretty good to me, and then I thought about adding in the ribs to the pumpkin, but I was scared that it would like really thin out the clay in those areas, which could possibly make the clay separate there and then like dry cracked, so I didn't do it.
The next day.
Okay guys, so here's our planter dry after 2 days, and so now I'm just gonna sand it and then paint. And for the paint, I'm gonna keep it very classic and simple. I'm going to seal this using Deco Art's triple thick gloss glaze, and then we're done. Okay guys, so for our second planter, I'm going to be using this old candle jar, which is from Bath & Body Works, and so I'm going to roll out my clay, and this time I'm going to be using creative paper clay. Now that my clay is rolled out, I'm going to cover my planter with it, and once again, if you want more details on how I fully cover this, one of my planter videos will be linked in the description box. I bought these little ghost clip art drawings from an artist on Etsy, and I'll link these in the description box if you guys want to use the same ones that I did. And so I'm going to use these as my stencils for the ghosts that I'm going to place on my planter. I rolled out more clay and then I traced out the little ghosts. You could also trace out the little faces if you want to, but I'm just gonna paint them in later. Here, I'm just making sure to blend out the edges. I'm adding water to the planter to make it tacky, and then I'm going to stick on the little ghosts. And for this clay, I would suggest to score and slip, but once again, I didn't, just because I know myself and I always move the clay that I'm attaching around to find the placement that I actually like. And if I were to score and slip and then move the clay around, it would just make everything super messy. And like here, if I don't like something, I can just like peel it off and then place it right where I want it to go. And if the clay does end up having any gaps, I can always fix it later. This looks pretty good, so now I'm gonna let this dry.
2 hours later.
Here's our planter dry, and I am gonna sand this. I'm painting the ghosts vintage white by Folk Art, and I know it doesn't really show up on camera, but you can see a difference in person. Lastly, I'm going to seal this using Deco Art's Triple Thick Gloss Glaze. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment and subscribe for more DIYs, and stay safe, stay healthy. Happy spooky season, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!